Hi, I'm Lynn Stone. I'm a professional illustrator, and today I'm going to show you how to paint a really great image. Okay, painting an eye. Step one, it's a good idea to stretch the paper first before you start painting. If you don't stretch the paper first, this is what you get. Here's an example of something else. You get the paper buckling and you'll never get it straight again. The way to stretch paper, if you're doing this from home, is to simply soak the paper in the bath and place it onto a board, take the excess water off, and then strap it down with some gum tape, which is what we've got here, which you just soak in water and tape down. Leave it to dry overnight, and it doesn't matter then the next day how much paint or how much water you throw at it, it will dry completely flat. I'm going to add some water to the iris, but I'm going to leave a section clear of water. So we're going to add a little touch of blue first, and you want to keep it fairly light because you can always add more colour, but you can't take it off once you put it down. And I've got a sample I'm working from. And the reason I wetted it first is because I want it to have a wet in wet effect. I'm now going to add a second colour while it's still wet in the centre, like so. And it doesn't matter if the two merge, in fact it's a good idea if they do, because they would in the eye. Generally speaking, one rule is never use black in artwork. It just deadens and flattens everything. So although it appears black, I'm actually using something that's slightly off black for the centre. The outer edge of an eye is always darker, and in a way it's a good idea to do this because you'll see why in a moment. It makes the eye look more rounded. We're going to add some more over the top of that, coming in. And now we're going to add, because we've got a green blue eye, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to add coming out as well. Now I'm going to add some flesh tone around the eye. I'm using a very broad brush here. This isn't, funny enough, the one I would normally use, but I couldn't find my usual one. Okay. To add a slightly more pink shade just in here, the inside of the eye. And then while it's still wet, I want to add a slightly darker pink just here in the crease of the lid. Now the white of the eye, it's actually got quite a lot of blue in it, so I'm going to add quite a lot of blue to the inside. Funny enough, the colour I used for the centre, I'm actually thinning out, and I'm going to drop it in to this area here because it's really quite dark here, and you'll see why later when I add the lashes. You can see how effective leaving that little bit white is. It really makes the eye liquid looking. Now I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this eye as well. I'm not going to go mad, I'm just going to add a little bit. Just now it's dry enough, I can actually do that. Like so. And I just want to make this little bit darker because this here is the inner part of the lid showing, if you like, the width of the lid showing. So we need to make that stand out a bit, and it would be lighter than the underneath section. So hence I'm darkening it. So now I'm going to add a little bit more tone around the edge because I feel it's looking a little bit weak at the moment. Next we're going to add some eyelashes because this person's looking rather bald at the moment, so we're going to do some circular. There we go. that I need to add a lot more shadowing in here, which I'm going to do now. And I think we're close to getting this one. So, and hopefully that will give you some idea how to paint an eye.